Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with an E. Now, this is the moment that everyone has been waiting for. If we had a drum roll, it would be rolling right now, because, ladies and gentlemen, if there were ever a product that every single person on the planet, regardless of age, sex, colour, creed, race, religion, etc., needs and should have, I believe that what we are featuring on the show tonight is that product. I have it, my son has it, or my family have it. If my friends listen to me, they have it. All of our crew have it. It is the product that went viral a few years ago when I uttered those immortal words, if you remember. I used to swear at my duvet, now I swear by it. It is full of the highest grade of silk that money can buy. It has sleep benefits that I've never heard attributed to any other duvet or sleep product. It is the most comfortable duvet I've ever owned. It is the most temperature regulating duvet I've ever owned. It is just the best thing that I've ever owned when it comes to bedding. It has a 10-year guarantee. However, I know people who've had their silk duvets for 20, 25, 30 years. I'm telling you, this could be the last duvet or duvets, and pillows actually, and even pillowcases, that you will ever need to buy. Machine washable, they are low maintenance, and they are just something that, if you can trust me, whether you want to or not, will be, I think, the best thing you've ever bought, and I guarantee, in my opinion, the best duvet you will ever own, bar none. And here to tell us all about it, from the official Mulberry Silk Company, the man with the dulcet tones that have resonated with housewives for the last 50 or 60 years, Ray Kennedy. Lovely to see you, Ray.
Hi, Rob. It's nice to be here. Good morning.
Thank you for coming all the way from Glasgow.
Tuned in as well. I'm looking forward to the show very much.
I am as well. It's honestly, this man is so near and dear to my heart, and if you haven't met him yet, you're going to love him. So I've mentioned duvet a few times. This is Serenity Silk. What is Serenity Silk?
Well,
and those claims I just made are quite bold.
Yes.
Why are they true?
Well, first of all, I should mention, everything we're selling on the show tonight, or attempting to sell, is manufactured by the official Mulberry Silk Manufacturing Company Limited. Mm-hmm. This Serenity brand we have isolated and given exclusively to Shop on TV.
Yes.
You can only buy this on Shop on TV and no other TV channel anywhere in Europe. Everything about this duvet, the filling within the duvet, is Mulberry Silk, Serenity brand, specially for this show.
Yes.
So why should we buy it? Well, first of all, it's healthy. It's machine washable, which a lot of duvets are not.
Right.
It's incredible value for money. Mm-hmm. It has a 10-year warranty, and people who have bought them from us on television for the last 20-odd years in the United Kingdom, they just phone us up and constantly buy more of them. The reason being, most people, virtually everybody actually, when they go to bed at night, the biggest complaint they have, Rob, they overheat in bed. Mm-hmm. They get too hot, and at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they're waking up, one leg dangling out the bed,
yes,
backside sticking out the duvet, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on. Now they're awake when they should be asleep. Mm. And a big part of them being awake is the fact they are too hot. Mm-hmm. Now, silk stops that happening. When people see a silk duvet for the first time, every single person, they touch it, and the very first thing they say, this is very, very thin. Mm-hmm. Will it keep me warm in the winter? And before I can answer, they then say, what tog rating is it? Mm-hmm. Now, the answer to both of those questions is quite simple. There is no official tog rating with silk. Mm. The reason being, silk is a low conductor of heat. It manufactures heat, it retains heat in a different fashion to say duck, goose, feather, or the dreaded polyester. Mm. So don't confuse bulk with warmth. It's a low conductor of heat. And crucially, and this is so important, it'll wick away moisture. Now, what I'm going to say next, I would advise any viewer, for their own peace of mind, to check this on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia. Now, remember, they're not trying to sell a duvet. They're simply answering questions in an honest fashion.
Yes.
And they will tell you that silk wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So if you share a bed with someone who overheats, this is the duvet for you. Any lady who's going through the menopause, please buy yourself one of these duvets. Put it in the bed, sleep under it. As far as your sleeping arrangements are concerned, it will positively change your life. And if it doesn't, you don't have to keep it. You simply send it back, and we will refund your money with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. Remember, this duvet has a 10-year guarantee. When you buy one of these duvets, it's an investment. You don't have to replace it in 4 or 5 years' time.
Right.
You buy it, and incidentally, the duvets we have in my bed at home are 29 years old. My wife washes them on average 3 or 4 times every year. You wash them a cold wash, 30 degrees. You can either tumble dry or line dry. And once or twice every year, on a warm sunny day, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, drop it over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it.
And I want to add, if I may, Ray, because this has the weight of what you might call a summer duvet, but it is an all year round duvet. But because of the weight of it, even the super king size, which I have a super king bed and I have a super king size duvet, will fit in a standard washing machine. So I actually have this, I have the mattress toppers, I have the pillows and everything. You throw them in a regular washing machine.
Right.
Do you know what? If I have a clothes horse, because I'm in a flat, I do one thing at a time. I do the duvet, then I do the pillows. It takes just on the clothes horse an hour, not even that, 3/4 of an hour, and it's totally dry.
Silk does dry very, very quickly, you know. And in this duvet, there's only 2 parts: the top cover, and the filling within the top cover.
The top cover is Egyptian cotton, right?
Yeah. The top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Now, anything above 180 is considered by the bedding industry to be luxury. So 230 Egyptian cotton, wonderful. The filling within the top cover is AAA grade mulberry silk.
What does that mean?
Well, what it means is AAA grade mulberry silk. This is how we get the silk.
Yes.
We take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room, and we keep it there for 35, 36 days. Now, we feed the worm exclusively in mulberry leaves. There are 3 different colors, Rob, of mulberry leaves: red, black, and white. If you feed the worm on the red and black mulberry leaf, you get a very high quality mulberry silk. If you feed it on the white mulberry leaf, however, you suddenly take a step up and you get the highest grade silk in the world. You get AAA grade mulberry silk.
So let's just to be absolutely clear here, the silk that is in every single one of these duvets is literally the highest grade of silk that money can buy anywhere on the planet, period, full stop, the end.
And incidentally, Rob, that's not Rob saying that. That's not Raymond saying that. If you go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk, the professionals within the silk industry will tell you, this is the word they use to describe mulberry silk. They use a very interesting word. They call it the king of silks. That's an interesting word, isn't it?
Yes.
There can only be one king. Others can aspire to be kings.
Yes.
But they can't. There's only one king, and in the silk industry, it's Mulberry
silk. But that's not even the end of the story. I'll get to the other bit in a minute. I just want to, if I may, very quickly, help you to understand from my perspective, having slept under this for years now. When you put, as Ray was saying, with a normal duvet, if it's an artificial filling or if it's any of the other type of stuff, you heat up because your body, the heat comes out your body, goes into the duvet, it gets really, really, really hot, and it doesn't stop getting hot. It just keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter until you're literally overheating. You take the thing off, and then you get cold after a while, and you put it back on again. You keep doing that all night. We've established that. With mulberry silk, try this, because you won't believe me, and I don't want you to believe me. In fact, I want you to assume that I'm talking absolute nonsense. You're going to put this duvet on the first night and you're going to go, it's not going to work. And you're going to sit there and you're going to go, yeah, I'm getting nice and toasty warm now. Even without the heating on, no central heating, it literally could be -5 degrees outside and it's freezing in the room. You put this on, and I've done it because I lived in a box during lockdown that had no heating and I had mulberry silk. And you very quickly start to warm up and you go, aha, getting warmer, getting warmer. It's going to overheat any minute now. Yep, yeah, any minute now. And it just doesn't, because the excess heat, it literally just, it's dispersed. So, and the same is true in the summer when you're really hot. You start to get too hot. You don't ever get to that point, do you? Where you can have this, you can wrap yourself in this duvet in the dead of summer and you don't overheat.
Well, Rob, when people see it, as I say the first time, very often people say to me, how is it possible? How is it possible it can keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer?
How is it possible, Ray, that it can keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer?
Well, the honest answer is nobody knows. One person, actually, Mother Nature. You must remember...
She ain't telling.
Well, she's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. But you must remember, this is a cocoon fibre.
Yes.
It's designed, not by man, by Mother Nature.
Because there's a creature inside that has to be protected against all weather conditions.
It's designed to gently fold itself around you to protect anything that sleeps within it or under it.
Yes.
So when you sleep under this duvet, it gently folds itself around you. You get no cold spots.
No.
And when you wash it, and this is so important, a cold wash, 30 degrees. The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs 1.7 kilos. That's less than 2 small bags of sugar. It'll fit in any standard UK machine. Wash it as often as you want. As I say, my wife washes it, excuse me, on average 3 or 4 times a year. And the duvets in my bed at home are 29 years old.
Well, this is the thing, right? Okay, so if you buy, let's say, a single for your children now, which frankly, you want your kids to not get hot at night and start moaning and mummy, I'm too hot, I'm too hot, I'm too hot. Get them the mulberry silk duvet. My son started out with a single and he's standing right over there and he absolutely loved it. But here's the thing, if they have an accident or whatever, or they spill something, or, you know, it goes in the washing machine and boom, it's ready to go again. But think of this, the duvet you buy for them right now, they will probably, more than likely, be using still when they are adults. They will have that duvet potentially for their lives. But I want to pick you up on one little thing you mentioned earlier, Ray, because I know how assured you are of the products that you offer. You mentioned that if anybody has a problem, if they don't like it, if everything we're saying turns out to be absolute bunkum, that you will happily refund their money. Now, that's in addition to ShopOnTV's...
100%.
So forget ShopOnTV. Every duvet, I don't know if I've got it near, but every duvet has the Mulberry Silk Company's details, contact details on it. You don't like it for any reason, you call them and you'll take care of them, right?
We will take care, and incidentally, when you do call our office, you actually speak to a human being, not to a machine. It's a family-run business. We are the sole distributors in the United Kingdom for mulberry silk. Everything we are selling here is filled with mulberry silk. This particular brand, Serenity, we've given that exclusively to the shopping channel here.
So Rob, the duvet is the packaging is a different kind of packaging.
Rob, you and I both know ShopOnTV is a relatively new channel, but you and I have known one another from various channels and TV
Yes.
for over 20 years.
Yes.
We're here for the first time tonight, or I'm here for the first time tonight, offering this product for sale.
Yes.
But for 20 odd years, I've been going to a different channel who's no longer in existence,
Yeah.
selling the same product.
Yes.
For 36 years, we exhibit at every major exhibition in the United Kingdom. Last week, we were at the Caravan Show in Birmingham, the National Caravan Show. Today, we're at a shooting show in Birmingham. We do about 100 shows a year.
Yes,
We
yes.
go back to the same show year in, year out, on the same location, selling the same product. It has a marvelous reputation.
Yeah.
You're buying the best of the best. You're buying champagne for the price of beer.
Now, just in a second, I want you to be aware, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we've got lots of products on the show tonight. If you've got any questions about this, then you can also, we're live, you can email studio@shopontv.co.uk. But bear this in mind, everything we say, I can personally guarantee that everything I'm saying is true because I've been sleeping with mulberry silk, duvets and pillowcases and mattress toppers and the whole 9 yards for years now. But remember, your money is guaranteed. If you are not completely 100% satisfied with the products you buy tonight, you will get your money back. That's it. No ifs, ands, buts, or questions asked. Okay. And the Mulberry Silk Company, the official Mulberry Silk Company, they guarantee that every single time we do these products on the air. Other than that, you've got a minimum of 10 years. But as we always say, if after 10, 11, 12, 13 years, there's any kind of issue, call the company, they're always willing to help. Here's our website. You can go to shopontv.co.uk, and if you go to the latest show products, then you will see that we have not only the duvets, which are in single, they are in double, king size and super king. They are all standard size duvets. They will fit all standard size duvet covers. If you even use a duvet cover, you don't have to. They look beautiful on their own. Double and the king are in the lead at the moment. We have these amazing silk pillowcases, which are very, very popular. And somewhere are the pillows. Where are oh, there they are. They're £40 for it. Look, this pillow, I kid you not, I wash my pillow once every month, something like that, full of mulberry silk as well. It's the only pillow I've ever used that keeps my head cool, that never loses its shape, that every time I wash it, it comes back normal. And the other thing, and I'm sorry, we haven't even mentioned this, Ray.
So important.
All the mulberry silk products come with the official Allergy UK certificate of approval. I don't know of any other duvet or pillow that has that.
You're quite right. Now, we should mention this because it's so important. I have a copy here in my hand.
Yeah.
The Allergy Board in the United Kingdom are based in Warwick University. Now, I say this as a compliment, not as a criticism. They are very difficult people to satisfy. So much so, we are the only company currently selling silk duvets in the United Kingdom that have this coveted certificate.
Yes.
It's coveted, it's difficult to get. Now, it tells you there, dust mites do not like silk.
Right.
Right? The reason being, silk is a protein similar to your hair,
Yes.
and they simply will not go near it. Now, the issue of this is so important, I point this out to the viewer. The issue if you look at the bottom corner here, for 1 year at a time.
Yes, yes.
Now, they do that for a reason, Rob.
Yeah.
Very often you go into a place of business, there are certificates in the wall that are brown with age, that have been there for 30 or 40 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes the companies who have these certificates, they let this manufacturing standards drop. Now, not always, but that sometimes happens.
Yes, yes.
Now, it cannot happen with us.
Right.
They come into our premises unannounced. They walk in off the street and they check on us constantly. And if our standards drop, this is taken away overnight.
Right.
Now, interestingly enough, we have this for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, there's 27 of them, New Zealand and Australia. Now, the reason I bring that to the viewers' attention. Very often, what satisfies the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in Australia. But on this occasion, the quality of the product is so high, the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault.
Yeah.
And they've given this coveted certificate
Yes.
to this duvet. And if you have anybody within your family who has allergies, the allergy board are telling you, this is the duvet for you. Sold with a money-back guarantee, no problem.
And also, so that's another thing that's interesting what you said about, so dust mites. One of the reasons that you buy a synthetic pillow and you sleep on it, which they recommend you should change every like 2 or 3 months, because you sweat into it, the sweat is absorbed into the pillow, which then starts to grow, bacteria grows, starts to get smelly, discoloured. Dust mites set up home because it's absolutely the perfect breeding ground for them. And by the end of 2 or 3 months, a huge part of the weight of that pillow is dust mites and their droppings. And so you throw those away, right? Because if you wash them, forget it. They just come out all clumpy. It's useless. Forget it. Throw it. So you probably calculate how much money you've spent on pillows over the last several years. I bet you it's quite a lot of money. Well, we've got a pillow that coming up in the moment, which is full of the mulberry silk, where dust mites naturally just don't want to live, and also which you can wash and will always come back to as good as it was the day you bought it, in my experience. And so again, potentially the last pillow you'll ever need to buy. Same with your duvets as well though. Synthetic duvets, dust mites and all kinds of bacteria love setting up shop in duvets, don't they? And that's where you throw them away eventually.
Rob,
you can't wash them in the washing.
I'll mention this quickly. It horrifies the public sometimes when you tell them this. There's a clue in the name, isn't there? Dust. When I die, I'll turn to dust.
Yes.
And of course, so do the dust mites.
Yeah.
And whatever passes through their body before they die is in the duvet. Now, the life of a dust mite is 10 weeks.
Right.
They reckon the average duvet has 1 million living in at any given time. And they die every 10 weeks.
Good Lord.
They reckon the average duvet doubles in weight in 3 to 4 years with dead dust mites.
Doubles.
Now, I'm not a doctor.
No.
I'm not a medical practitioner.
No.
So I'm limited to what I can see.
Yes.
But what I can tell you is this. Common sense tells you if you have, say, asthma, hay fever, emphysema, any breathing problem in particular, to sleep under a duvet that has no dust in it is surely an advantage.
Well, I was going to say, if you remove allergens, it can only help,
Yes.
right? Obviously, we're not making any medical claims, as you said.
Yes. But the allergy board are.
But they're
telling
but,
you.
But also, you're saying that all of the doubling in weight that you get with a synthetic or a down or a feather or a duvet, that doesn't happen with
No.
dust mites not
No
live here
dust
at all, or
None.
right?
Simple.
Because they just don't like. It's not a climate. It's like us going
There's a
to
protein
live in the
similar to
Sahara
your
Desert.
hair. They just won't go near it.
The other point we've got to cover, we will get to the pillow in a moment because obviously that's hugely popular. And also, actually, can I just give you the prices for all of the individual duvets? Remember, you have a full money-back guarantee with this. And by the way, I don't even know if there's necessarily a number on it, is there? If you're not happy, you call the Mulberry Silk Company. I mean,
Rob, the reason why we give this amazing guarantee, the quality of our product is so high, and the customer satisfaction levels are so high.
Yes.
What we get returned in one given year, I'll give you some statistics in a minute. Shock you.
I was going to say, I'm just going to give everyone the prices, if I may, and I definitely want to hear that. So the single is usually $169. Our special price, remember, Serenity Silk they are Mulberry Silk duvets. If you Google and find Mulberry Silk duvets from the official Mulberry Silk Company and RK Sales, the exclusive distributor in the UK, they are the same duvet, but we have upgraded the packaging and everything, especially for you, the ShopOnTV customer. So what's in the package is the same. The package is Mulberry Silk.
Comes from the Mulberry Company.
From the Mulberry Company. So the single $139, delivery is $4.95 on all of them. Double normally $239, our price $179. King $259 normally, we've got it for $199, and the Super King is $279. But we normally, that's normally, but we have it for $219. Now remember, our prices are for a limited time only. You've only got about 3 or 4 weeks before they go back to the usual price. Also, bear this in mind. Yes, you are paying more for a duvet. I realised that, yes, you can go to your local department store and you can pick up a duvet for 30 quid, but it'll be synthetic fibre. It's going to have all the problems that are inherent that we've talked about, and also within 2 to 3 years, if you keep it that long, potentially as much as half of its weight is going to be dust mites and their droppings and who knows what else. And you can't wash them in your washing machine. If you go to have them washed, they have to be done professionally, which costs you, you know, a pretty penny. And the point is that, you know, they say you buy cheap, you pay twice.
Yep.
Over the course of a lifetime, you are probably going to buy dozens of pillows, and you're probably going to buy at least 4 or 5 duvets, I would say.
Rob, the bedding...
This will pay for itself.
The Bedding Association reckon,
Yeah.
and they're clever people.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
knowledgeable. They know what they're talking about.
Yes.
They reckon the average lady with a husband, couple of children, in her lifetime,
Yep.
she'll buy between 30 to 40 pillows.
I believe it.
What happens is you're in the shopping mall, the shopping centre.
Yeah.
You're in the supermarket. You see pillows, nicely packaged.
Yeah,
2 for
yeah.
£10.
Sure, sure.
So you buy them, take them home. After a couple of weeks, you think, my goodness, what have I done?
Well, the first thing you do is you sleep on them. I once bought a 4-pack. When I bought my mattress, they had a 4-pack for 20 quid.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, score. I had to put all 4 pillows on top of each other, and they still squished down to the point that it wasn't enough support for my
I'm going to give
head.
you a shock now.
Yeah, yeah.
This will shock you. Shocked me.
Should we talk about the pillow, actually, Ray, for a
Yes,
bit? Yeah.
I was in a shop recently.
Pillows are flying.
I'm talking about in the last 4 or 5 days, they were selling 2 pillows for £10. You know what they were filled with?
Go on.
You won't believe this.
Go on, what?
You know the plastic bottles you get, water,
Oh,
plastic, they recycle
recycled.
plastic. Now, how's your head going to stay cool with that? Impossible.
Tell us a bit about this pillow. And
Right.
by the way, please, if you can, I know there's so much to talk about here. I did warn you that this is going to be the most amazing opportunity. This is the best product we've ever sold, I believe.
Right.
And I won't listen. I'm in trouble here because Ray, we set out the pillows. I've never been able to say about any pillow that it's the best pillow that money can buy, in my opinion.
Thank you for saying that.
But I do say it about this. Now, I respect the other pillows, and I think they're great, and I think they have their benefits, but there's nothing that would part me from my Marlborough Silk.
Well, how this pillow came about, Rob, was a TV company here in the United Kingdom. You and I both know who they are. They're no longer in business.
Yeah.
About 7 or 8 years ago, they came along to us. They said, look, the public love your duvets. Could you please make a pillow to the same high standards?
Yes, yes.
We went back to our head office in Vancouver. We have a research and development department there, staffed, in my opinion, by very knowledgeable people.
Yes.
And we went to work making a pillow. Now, we took our time. There's an old saying, the devil is in the detail.
Sure.
We believe in that.
Yeah.
It took us roughly 2 to 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. When it was ready, we brought it back to the United Kingdom to sell it to the public. Now, in the first 13 months of selling it to the public, my company, through our efforts at exhibitions like the Caravan Show last week in Birmingham, that type of show, we sold 86,000 pillows in 13 months.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, I should mention, the Bedding Association reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not.
No.
But if they were, the percentage that would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%.
Yeah. I believe
Now,
it.
we sold 86,000.
Yeah.
We didn't get 60 or 65% returned.
Right.
Rob, believe it or believe it not, we got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000.
19.
19.
Do you
Not
know-
19%.
No, 19 actual just pillows themselves. Look, I wish there was a way I could get through to everyone watching right now. You've got to get this product. You've got to get this pillow. It's probably one of the. I know you don't have to, but you do really, in my opinion. If you know what's good for you, and I know what's good for you, and I'm telling you, because boy, have I put this through its paces. All of my pillows, and my son, and one of my family, and all of my friends. If you can afford even if you can't afford, you're going to spend more than 40 quid on pillows anyway. You're going to spend more than whatever duvet that you decide to choose anyway, and you can spread the cost with PayPal as well if you want to spread it interest-free. Actually, almost one for duvets now, but get them for your kids, get them for your spare rooms, get them for your... Look, the first thing I did when I discovered how good the mulberry silk pillows and duvets were was I started thinking about my elderly parents and about how well they sleep. I care about them, obviously, as you would care about presumably your relatives. You want them to have the best night's sleep they possibly can, and when you buy the mulberry silk products, it's just a fact certainly in my experience, that they contribute to having the best night's sleep that it's possible to achieve. Now, you need a good mattress as well. Oh, by the way, we've got a good mattress as well coming up later. But it's worth spending the money because it's money you're going to spend anyway. You might not be spending it now, you'll spend it over time, but you'll probably end up spending several times more on pillows and duvets than you will when you buy these. What kind of guarantee does the pillow have?
2 years. Now, here's the important thing to remember, Rob. This one I'm holding, this is the one I sleep on at home.
Ah, right.
When I travel anywhere in the United Kingdom,
take it with you?
or I stay overnight,
Yep.
I bring this with me.
I do the same.
And my grandchildren, they laugh at me. They say, "Granddad, this is very embarrassing, walking into a hotel with a pillow under your arm." But Granddad knows best. Granddad knows if he has this pillow with him, he gets a proper night's sleep. Now, this one I've slept on for 5 years.
Yeah.
It's been washed, I would say, over the 5 years, roughly 30 times, right? You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape.
No, it doesn't.
The reason being, the silk, the mulberry silk within this, it's not little pieces of silk that have been chopped up and thrown in a haphazard fashion. Each strand of silk within this pillow, unbroken in one piece, is over 1 mile long. Wow. So it's woven in a honeycomb fashion.
Yeah.
So when you wash it, it cannot lose shape. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, as often as you want. As you rightly said, your head doesn't get hot on it.
No.
Silk wicks away moisture. You don't sweat.
Right.
It's good for your hair, and also very important, no dust mites.
Right.
So if you have breathing problems, your head is now on a pillow which has no dust in it of any description.
Yeah.
Now, the top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. All I can tell you is this pillow I'm holding, washed 30 times, it's been slept on for roughly 15,000 hours.
Wow.
Just look at the condition of it.
Yeah. And you can't stack 2 pillows on top. It's too much. One pillow is just the right thickness for the correct alignment of your spine and your head and everything.
It's absolutely lovely.
They're so good.
Now, all I can tell you is this:
aren't they, Dave? They are
when
amazing.
people buy them, they're just thrilled. That's the only word. They're thrilled. And very often people say to me, you know, as I mentioned earlier, we go to the same exhibitions year in, year out. Same location, people know us, they walk past our stand, they give you the thumbs up, and very often people say to me, you know, I've been watching you for years, I'm going to buy one of your pillows, and they do.
Yeah.
And then maybe a couple of years down the line, they say, you know, it's a wonderful pillow. And they all say the same thing, Rob. They say, I wish I had bought it years ago.
I know. Can I honestly urge you to check out, because we don't actually have a massive amount of stock of these, and I'll tell you why. Well, Ray will tell you why. Actually, over a quarter of the stock has gone. Mulberry silk, because these contain, the pillows and the duvets contain AAA grade mulberry silk, the highest grade of silk money can buy, in unbroken form. Not little offshoots, not a little off. You might find mulberry silk duvets out there. If they're not from the official mulberry silk company, chances are they are offcuts or leftovers,
and what
little bits and pieces.
Rob, it's a little bit trying to find the correct word without being offensive. It's a little bit, they cheat a little. What they do in order to get a higher profit, they get cotton or polyester, they polish it, so it looks like silk.
Really?
So what they do, they take a small quantity of silk
Yeah.
and they add a large quantity of inferior fibers.
Yeah.
And to the untrained eye, you can't tell the difference.
Right.
This is one, check the label.
Yeah.
I keep stressing this to people. Everything we sell, please check the label. And it will tell you on the label exactly what you're buying. You are buying, without any shadow of doubt, the finest grade silk you can possibly get.
And inside, apart from, I think you said there's a small core, but everything else is
that
pure
little core
multi-silk.
is there to give you support for your neck and shoulders.
Yes.
All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer after layer of the finest silk in the world.
Yes.
It really is a well, you know, you've got.
Well, I know, and again, so I've had mine. I'm trying to think. When was the lockdown? That was 3 years ago.
It must be
now?
4 years you've had
ago.
yours now.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, they never lose shape. And I wash mine about once a month, I think, you know. And so one of these in a standard washing machine, you probably could wash two together, but I usually just do one pillow, one cycle. Yeah. And I put them on my clothes horse, and usually within about half an hour, 45 minutes, they're dry. Mm-hmm. They are just so comfortable. They're just, everything about them is amazing. I don't get hot-headed because, again, the silk is essentially transferring away the temperature, the excess temperature. I don't get a sweaty head. You don't have to constantly turn the pillow over because it's got too hot on one side. You can put any standard pillowcase. We've got some amazing silk pillowcases coming up, actually. In fact, Colette had just emailed in to ask. But again, just imagine, so you've got a foam core, which is there for support. And Ray, let me get this right. When you take a silkworm in its cocoon, you soak them in water, don't you? And the strands come off in one long piece.
As I mentioned earlier, we keep the silkworm, we feed it for 35, 36 days in mulberry leaves.
Yes.
AAA grade mulberry silk is the end product. After 35, 36 days, they split the cocoon off.
Yes.
We place the cocoon in tepid water.
Right.
All the silk floats off in one piece.
And that can be up to 1 to 2 miles long, right?
Between 1 and 1.5, sometimes as long as even 2 miles.
Yes.
But on average, 1 mile to 1.5 miles, unbroken in one piece.
Is it strong then?
Well, silk, as I'm sure you must know.
I do. It was a leading question. Yeah.
Right. Silk is the second strongest natural fiber in the world. The strongest, of course, is the spider's web.
Yes, yeah.
Silk, when you buy any of these products, you'll find they're an investment. You won't have to replace them in 3, 4, or 5 years' time. These are you're buying something special here. This is a very high quality product, manufactured to the highest standards by a Canadian company with a stellar reputation for quality. Buy it, try it, and remember, if you don't like it, you're not married to it. You don't have to keep it. You just send it back.
And by the way, I want to stress that is independent of ShopOnTV's refund policy. The guarantee comes directly as well from the official Mulberry Silk Company, RK Sales, the company that's on the actual tag. They will give you your money back if you're not happy. So, I mean, essentially what we could say is, because we know that the returns are so ridiculously
a double guarantee.
Low, it's a double guarantee.
Guarantee
but
for
also,
you.
It's a sleep trial too, isn't it? Because we're saying, it all sounds too good to be true, and I know it does, and I never thought I'd ever get so excited about a pillow, but I am, because it's that good.
Rob.
Sleep on it. If you don't like it, you get your money back.
As you know from previous conversations we've had in different channels, I go to different countries selling these.
Yeah.
And recently I was, sorry, not recently, 3 or 4 years ago, I was in America selling these, and I was in the green room talking to a guy in Phoenix in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
And he came in, a cowboy type guy, nice guy, American guy. He said, "What are you selling?" I said, "Duvets and pillows." He said, "What's the gimmick?" And I looked at him with total amazement. I said, "Gimmick?" I said, "Well, actually, we do have a gimmick." I said, "Our gimmick is we don't have a gimmick." I said, "We rely on quality and good customer service.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're
and
doing
honesty and
here.
integrity and trust.
Yeah.
But also the other thing, Ray, is one of the reasons. I think there are some pillows that may be machine washable, but the reason most aren't, certainly things like feather, down, and artificial fibres, is because of the problem with the dust mites and things like that. You can't really wash those out, can you?
And
if they live in there, no. Once they're in there, they're in there. So that's why most pillows are regarded as disposable. And this is the only pillow I know of that isn't disposable, because dust mites don't naturally like to live in silk.
No.
That's why you've got all the Mulberry Silk products have got the Allergy UK. That's a third of the stock gone. It was a decent.
It's virtually impossible to get that.
Yeah.
We are the only company, to the best of my knowledge, and I'm sure I'm correct, we are the only company presently selling silk duvets in the United Kingdom that have the official Allergy Board certificate, the United Kingdom Allergy Board certificate, and we have that for 35 countries
and it
throughout
says
the world.
Mulberry Silk, so that's the Mulberry Silk company, which is the company that makes these duvets.
The Serenity range.
They make the Serenity range, exactly. Have been awarded the British Allergy Foundation seal of approval for reduction in exposure to live house dust mite for their product. I mean, they're basically saying exactly what we're saying. And what I love about Serenity Silk is, again, it's Mulberry Silk duvets in the package, but the Serenity range has a slightly upgraded packaging, so it's great for gifting.
Exclusive to this company.
And exclusive to
ShopOnTV.
By the way, there was something I was going to say earlier and I totally forgot. I think I talked myself out into something else. There's a reason when these sell out, you're going to be really bang out of luck for a while, and I apologise in advance, but Mulberry Silk does not grow on trees.
Well, no, but
the animals might.
You're quite right. I forgot to mention this. What happens when we feed the worm on the mulberry leaves? There's 3 different colors of mulberry leaves: red, black, and white. If you feed the worms on the red and black, you get very high quality mulberry silk, really high quality. Yeah. If you feed them on the white mulberry leaf, you get the highest grade silk in the world. Now here's the problem. The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf only flourishes in any commercial quantity once a year in central and eastern China.
Yes, yeah.
So we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. And when we do, Rob, we stop manufacturing.
Because you will not ever sell anything less than AAA grade mulberry silk.
Yes.
So when the supply runs out, you sit on your hands.
We stop. And we wait for Mother Nature to provide the next batch of AAA grade silk.
So we basically brought in as much stock, or certainly a very large chunk of the stock you have available on hand. We're now at half the stock of the pillow gone if everyone checks out. Look, you've got everything to gain here. It is, look, I can't guarantee it's the best pillow that has ever been invented, because it's hard to prove that. But my opinion, my personal, honest, swear to God on my son's life and the life of all my family, this is absolutely, in my experience, my 52 years on this planet, the best pillow that I have ever bought. It is just, I fell in love. I'm sitting here, this is all genuine enthusiasm. This is not paid for enthusiasm. This is the real deal right here. You will thank me. And like Ray said, and this is not me saying, this is the man who owns the company that distributes these in the UK. Sleep on it. Get it. You'll get it within 3 to 5 days, okay? Sleep on it for a few nights. If you're not satisfied, if everything we've said isn't true, if you don't absolutely believe, just as I do, just like me, that this is the best pillow you've ever slept on, and knowing that when you've slept on it for a while, if it gets a bit grubby, if somebody spills something on it, or just, after a month or so you want to refresh it, you can just bung it in the washing machine and it will come out looking just like this. In fact, you know what I do? Because silk, you don't want to use whitening, don't use bleachers and things with silk. There is a particular brand of like powder that's a non-bleach whitener that you can put in the washing machine for clothes and things like that. Don't use that one, get the gel version. I looked it up to make sure it's safe on silk. So if I have got a few little sweat stains and things like that on the top of the pillow, particularly in the summer when the pillows can discolour. Then I put it in and I just put in some of that whitening gel, the non-bleach whitening gel, make sure it's safe for silk. And they come out, and actually when they come out, I'm like, oh, it didn't get rid of all of the stains necessarily. And then as they dry, the stains brighten away. And honestly, the pillow looks just like it did when you took it out of the package. It's also the only pillow that I ever travel with. I won't go anywhere. If I go to a hotel, do you know I was in Prague and I had the pillows, I put my head on the pillow and my head went boom, straight down onto and I hadn't got my mulberry silk pillow with me. But here, we're going to go back to the duvet. The other thing is, have we got a mulberry silk king size duvet or a large duvet in the package? They fold up so small, you can put a duvet into a carry-on suitcase. I take my duvet everywhere I go with me, Ray, because I will not sleep under anything else.
Once you sleep under a silk duvet, it's a cocoon.
Yeah, let's go back to duvets. Get the pillow now. This is the pillow's going to sell out. If you don't buy it now, you're going to miss it.
It's a cocoon fibre, and when you sleep under it, it's the most beautiful, restful, peaceful night's sleep.
Yes.
Because you're not overheating.
Yes.
Because it allows your body to breathe. You're not tossing and turning over and tossing, pulling the duvet off, pulling the duvet on. You don't waking up in the morning covered in sweat. No. People think, oh my goodness, it sounds too good to be true. But this is a natural product. It's not made by man.
No.
It's made by Mother Nature.
We should talk about, by the way, sorry, Ram, it's absolutely mad out there at the moment. Good, please. Look, it's easy to check out. You just pay for it, okay? It's worth the money, and your money's safe because you'll get it back if you're not satisfied. Simple as that. 033 241 241 if you want to order on the phone. ShopOnTV.co.uk if you want to order online. If you want to apply for PayPal online and spread the cost over 3 months. Because look, by the way, you can spend up to £2,000 with PayPal in any given order or any given approval. So if you're thinking, well, I want a king size or a super king. By the way, if you've got a king size bed, go for the super king size if you can afford it, and then you get the extra drape. And in fact, if you've got a double, go for the king, and then you get the extra, like the hotel drape. But you might want to get pillows and duvets for several beds, and it might end up to be a few £100s. You can actually then put all of those in your basket. And by the way, you only pay one P&P of £4.95. So you could put 10 items in your basket. You're still only paying £4.95 P&P. But then you apply for the PayPal Pay in 3, and it will calculate, including the postage and packing, the cost for everything up to £2,000. So one approval, and you've got all your bedding done over 3 interest-free monthly payments. I want to also very quickly mention the pillowcases, which, can you give us 2 or 3 minutes on the pillowcases? We'll do them in detail in a minute.
Now, the situation in the pillowcase is quite simple.
Yeah.
One little word of warning, I must point out to the viewers. When you're buying pillowcases anywhere in the United Kingdom, be very careful. Always read the label.
Yeah.
Make sure that what you're buying is pure silk.
Yes.
Now, these, I must stress, are made by the official Mulberry Silk Manufacturing Company Limited. If you read the label, there are no inferior fibers mixed in with them. It is 100% long fiber, AAA grade mulberry silk. Now, when I'm doing a live presentation, people come up to me, they say, I've read about these pillowcases. They stop your wrinkling, don't they? Now, no wonder you're laughing.
Yeah.
I laugh.
Ray's actually 180.
I'm actually, well, anyway, I'm not going to give my age away. Anyway, nothing will stop your wrinkling, Rob.
No.
But what you can do, you can slow the process down. Now, in silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them, a very important one, is called sericin.
Yes.
You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Now, what sericin does, as you sleep, it holds the moisture in your skin. If you sleep on a cotton pillowcase, now this is not silly sales talk, it's a fact. Cotton will take the moisture from your skin and dry your skin out. Silk will do the opposite. Because of the sericin, it will trap the moisture in your skin. Now, the average,
we would say at this point, do your own research, obviously,
Yes.
because there are certain things we can't make claims, you know, here. But anecdotally, Ray will tell you something.
Anybody who takes a pride in their appearance, who wants your skin to look good, who wants your hair to look good, buy a silk pillowcase.
Yeah. Hair particularly, because we talk about silky smooth hair and things like that, don't
And
we?
remember, there's no static in silk
Yeah.
at all. So you'll find, as far as your hair is concerned, you don't get frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, I have some little granddaughter. I have 10 grandchildren, who had four girls. All of them have hair down to their waist. That seems to be the fashion.
Yeah, I think people have sort of heard anecdotally that silk is the thing that helps.
You don't have to tie your hair up at night if
No.
you have long hair, because there's no static in silk.
Actually, you were saying earlier that in the Afro-Caribbean community that silk headbands and things like that
helps
because they've noticed benefits.
And the interesting thing is, we sell lots of them, you know. We sell this pillowcase on our website at £60.
Yes.
Now, to use a modern phrase, Rob, we're not ripping people off. That is the true value of this pillowcase, £60.
Well, it's a luxury item. It's 100% pure silk.
You're selling it, I believe, for 40.
45, well, 35 actually. Sorry.
Actually, 35.
Don't look at the screen. Avert your eyes, Ray. It's 35.
Well, there you go. My goodness.
We've upset Ray, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm not upset at all. What I am, I just feel that as far as the customer is concerned, it's a chance to get something special
These
at a very,
are amazing.
very good price.
Now, the other thing,
nice colours as well.
Do you know what I remember saying to you on a live television show several years ago? Because you had it in the sort of the yellow colours, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I said, please, can we have some more colours? And I don't know if you did it for me, but I'd like to think you did. We now have those 4 colours. So Arctic Ice is the blue colour. The white, that's the white colour or tone. Desert Dream is the golden colour, which I love. It's like a camel colour. And Serenity Sage is your green colour, which is lovely. £35. They're so soft. Now, you were saying earlier in the green room that they have a cotton interior to reduce slip.
There's a saying that's known the whole world over, smooth as silk. We want to keep it smooth.
Yes.
So what we've done, this is a very, very complicated and very difficult process. This is the amount of detail we go into to give the customer something special, something which will last for a long time. Within the inside of the pillowcase, there's a thin layer, it's almost as though it's been sprayed on, of cotton. Now, the reason we put the cotton insert in, compared to silk, cotton is rough and it will grip the pillow.
Yes.
And it will keep the silk smooth like that.
Outside. So it doesn't
when
slip
you're
off
waking
your
up
pillow,
in the morning, you get no tram lines on your skin.
Oh, good. That's nice to know.
It helps.
Honestly, these are fabulous. Choose whichever colour you love the most. They feel luxurious. It's like that. I remember when I got my first pair of silk boxer shorts, and I felt so fancy. But I do remember slipping out of the bed all the time. Let's not go into that, though. Let's return. OK, listen, we've pushed very hard on the pillows. We're almost just a quarter of the stock left. If everyone checked out, we wouldn't have much of the stock left of the pillows. So just a quick reminder, I've got to ask you to check out. Remember, if you're sitting at home thinking, oh, I don't know, should I? Who is this company, this ShopOnTV? Should I? We're on ITV1 and STV, ladies and gentlemen. So, look. They don't just let us on their airways for nothing. We are under the strictest of regulations from Ofcom and the Advertising Standards Authority and all of that. So we have to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And also, your money's safe because, you know, it's coming to and through a very, very reputable source. So I want you to understand that not only that, the Mulberry Silk Company, RK Sales, who are the exclusive distributor, all the information you'll see on your duvet tag or your pillow tag when you buy it, the company's been around how many years now?
65.
65 years. It's one of the most trusted...
I'm a very old man.
He was just a wee nipper when he started.
No, I'm 82 years old.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that when you spend, whether it's £40 on a pillow, or whether you're spending a couple of £100 on a duvet, whether you're shelling out several £100s for complete sets of bedding for all of the rooms in your home and your loved ones, please get it for your elderly parents because they're going to thank you so much for, or grandparents. Wedding gifts, another thing. Mother's Day is coming up. Oh my gosh, you know, this my parents are so sick and tired of me raving about mulberry silk, because all I ever go on about. Because I know people say I look a bit like David Brent. The whole headline was David Brent sells duvets, you know, that whole thing. It went viral and Ricky Gervais got involved, and it was all a lot of fun until somebody lost an eyeball. But again, I always used to say, or I said on that video, that I used to swear at my duvet. Now I swear by it. You've got to get this. I don't care what you've got on your bed. I honestly don't. Seriously, I know I'm being really flippant here. Whatever duvet you've got on your bed right now, I guarantee that in my experience, it's nowhere near as good as this. You probably still get hot. It's probably still filled with something that will eventually overheat, and you take the duvet off, then you have to put it back on again. Mulberry silk eliminates that. It probably still will make you sweat. It probably still will attract dust mites and will build dust mite colonies and their droppings and then their carcasses and then new dust mites and their droppings and their carcasses. And I'm sorry to be disgusting about it, but that's what happens. And then you'll throw it away. Then you'll go and you'll say, oh, I'm never buying a cheap duvet again. And you'll buy a more expensive one that does the same thing. And you'll throw that away. And then you'll repeat that process several times over your lifetime. Instead of just forget that, stop spending money on duvets after you bought this one, because this is probably the last duvet you'll ever need to buy. Same also with the pillow. You by the way, I'm asking here, sorry, so I just interrupted myself there. Well, I didn't really, it was my producer interrupting me, but it's important because it's a viewer who has a question, and that's important. So Zara, is it a standard size pillow? Will it fit a standard size
standard UK
pillowcase?
Size.
So it'll fit a standard size pillowcase.
It is, yes. Thank you.
Half the time, I mean, I don't recommend you cut the tags off, but I mean you could actually. Certainly the duvets, you don't even need to put a cover on them. They will. No. All the duvets will fit standard duvet covers. The pillows will fit standard pillowcases.
Standard UK size.
Yeah, but treat yourself to a silk pillowcase.
We've been selling these. We're new to this channel because the channel we were previously dealing with for 20 odd years.
Yes, this is ITV1 and STV. Well,
they had a bit of a problem.
This is the nation's biggest broadcaster.
This is where we want to be.
Yeah.
And you're quite right. You were putting the viewers minded. You were putting them at ease, who are ShopOnTV. As a company, Mulberry Silk are delighted to be here. I go to studios all over the world, and I've been here tonight. What I've seen is absolutely wonderful. Yeah. You can buy from this company with total confidence, believe me.
And peace of mind. And peace of mind,
yes.
And as I say, we're not just, I know we are a commercial presentation because we're offering you things to buy, so we have to legally have that as a disclaimer. It's just an Ofcom rule. But this is not, we just chuck in ITV and STV some money under the table and can you let us on your airwaves? No, this is it. We have a contract with them. This is a partnership. This is the late night shop on ITV and STV. So I want, yes, as Ray says, I want you to have absolute peace of mind. We had some teething problems in the early days, just,
That's always the same.
We had to set up quickly.
Start up.
But look, we're here. And by the way, if you ever have any problems whatsoever, you can call our customer service during normal sort of business hours, 03333 24 24 24. That is the customer service line. The order line, there are no customer service people here. And please don't email the studio with customer service issues because we don't have any access to customer accounts here at the studio. But all of the customer service email address and phone number is all on the website as well. But that said, if you do have any problems whatsoever and you have no joy, then email me directly, and it's just rob.lock@shopontv.co.uk.
Can I also say something else, Rob? Now, apart from all the guarantees you have just given the public, every single item we sell, pillow, duvet, pillow slip, mattress, our website's on it, and our telephone number. So you can phone us, and when you phone us, I can assure you, you'll be speaking to a live person, not to a machine.
Yeah.
We give you, in our opinion, a wonderful after-sales service.
Yes.
That's why we've been in business for 65 years.
Well, also, look, I mean, if you get a kitchen knife and you stab the heck out your pillow, then I imagine that your company would probably say, you know what, that's not really our fault. But if there was any manufacturing issue, if the stitching came on, if there was any, we're not even talking
Rob,
like a 30-day money, but any time.
Can you remember what I said when we were talking about these pillows?
Yes.
In the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows with a money-back guarantee.
Yeah.
Now, I judge, when I'm selling anything in television, I judge the success of that product not on how many we sell, but on how many the public send back and ask for a refund. We got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000. Now, surely that'll put the public's mind at ease.
Now, we've had a lot of questions because we did mention that there's going to be a mattress coming up. Now, this is amazing because, you know, I thought, well, they've got the best pillow in the world, in my opinion. They've got the best duvet in the world, in my opinion. So I thought, well, what are they going to do next? I mean, what we need now is a mattress. And you've actually done that as well now, haven't you? Can you tell us a bit about the mattress
well, with
for
the
those
mattress,
that inquiring
what
minds
happened
want
was,
to know?
we are a Canadian company, as you know.
Yes.
We're the distributors for the United Kingdom, but
Yes.
Mulberry Silk are a Canadian company. And we were approached by the shopping channel, one of the shopping channels in America, actually. They said, look, you know, could you please make a really top quality mattress? Now, Rob, we decided we would.
Yes.
Now, we, as a company here in Britain, we were in a very fortunate position. I'll tell you what it is. We talk to the public at live exhibitions roughly 250 days of every year.
Yes.
So we ask the public face to face, what are your likes and what are your dislikes? And the public tell us. Now, we had to make our mind up as far as the mattress was concerned. Do we go with memory foam or do we go with springs? So we started to ask the public over a period of about 18 months.
Yeah.
And some people liked memory foam, but an awful lot of people didn't.
It gets very hot.
It's very hot, loses shape.
Yeah.
You end up sleeping in a hollow within.
Yes.
And if you're like me, if you're 20 stone in weight, if you're getting on in years, if you have a bad back, which I have, just turning over in the bed when you're sleeping in a hollow is quite tough. It hurts your back.
Yeah.
So we decided to go with springs. Now, I brought this with me. That's the old-fashioned mattress
Yeah.
I used to sleep on when I was a boy, 9 or 10 years old.
But you know, most mattresses still made today have that same exact type of spring inside them.
Now, you'll notice the dimension of the springs. Each one is joined to the one next door. You have a binding rail that goes around the edge. And of course, the problem is quite simple. I weigh 20 stone. My wife weighs about 10 and a half, 11 stone. The average person turns over in bed 15, 20 times every night. When I turn over...
So does she.
Yeah. And it disturbs her sleep.
Yes.
Anyway, so what we've done, we decided we do what all clever companies do these days. We went with pocket sprung mattresses.
Yes.
Now, the old-fashioned spring like this, there'd probably be about 200 of those springs in, say, a double mattress.
Yeah.
With the pocket springs, they're much smaller in diameter. There's an awful lot more of them, roughly 880 in, say, a double mattress. Each one stands independently, and they're not joined together. So the only spring that moves when you put weight upon it is the one where the weight is directly above.
Right.
So now, if the camera can pick this up in the corner here,
Yes.
if I push that down flat,
Yes.
the two springs either side don't move.
Right, right.
So you get no transfer of motion. Now, this mattress is packed with mulberry silk.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Different layers of felt and mulberry silk. Right?
We can show you the layers, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you have it on there.
Yeah, we do. We'll put it up on the screen, right? There
Now,
we go, yeah.
the advantage of silk within the mattress, no dust mites. We keep coming back to this, no dust mites.
The other one,
at all.
mattresses, that dust mites love to live in your mattress,
My
don't
goodness,
they? Yeah.
and how? That's number one. Number two, if you share a bed with somebody who overheats, 9 times out of 10, when you share a bed, two people, say a husband and wife. For instance, my wife, she likes to sleep, even in the winter, with the window slightly open in the bedroom. I would like it closed.
Right.
But I've been married to that lady for 47 years, and I've never won an argument yet.
sure.
So we sleep with the window open. She likes a cold bedroom, I like a hot bedroom. That very often happens. When you sleep on silk, it self-regulates, and two people who like a different temperature in bed can sleep on this and be perfectly comfortable.
So the benefits the duvet gives on top of you, the mattress gives underneath you.
But
I love the idea that you've got that whole layer of silk, mulberry silk, that's stopping all the that's protecting from the dust.
Remember this, it's medium firm.
Right.
So you don't end up sleeping in a hollow within
Right.
the mattress. You get a lovely night's sleep even.
You're
And
also talking about around the outside of the mattress. There's even something special on that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The actual springs that we are using within our company, we call them HPS springs.
Yeah.
High performance springs.
Yeah.
They're going to last an awful long time.
Sure.
We guarantee it for 10 years. Now, the springs are reinforced right up to the edge. Very often with pocket sprung mattresses and regular sprung mattresses, they stop just before the edge so they can get a higher profit.
Right.
They use less springs.
Makes sense.
Our springs go right up to the very edge and they've been reinforced. Now, the reason for that is simple, Rob. Virtually everybody, when they're getting dressed in the morning, they sit on the edge of the bed, put their socks on, their pants on, that type of thing. Ladies to put their tights on. And you'll find if the springs don't go to the edge, if they're not reinforced, the mattress dips and you end up slipping off.
Yeah.
So we go the extra mile. We take it right to the very edge. And the other important thing I must tell you is this. Now, the public may think I'm just saying this, but I can assure you it's a fact. When I was around about 23, 24 years old, I had a slip disc cut out my back, right? And I've had a weak back ever since. Now, I'm making no outrageous claims here. This is my personal experience. Since I've started sleeping in this mattress, right, the level of pain I've suffered in my back for the last 57 years has dropped dramatically. I have 4 sons. One is 60 years old. He also has a very bad back. He's found exactly the same.
So because the support is so well thought out.
And there's so many of the springs, and they stand independently.
Can you show, you've got, I think, the outside. Can we see what it looks like from the outside?
Yeah.
Because also, I want to say, this is the pillow top
That's how
mattress.
it looks. Now, the other thing is this. This is a baby version of it.
Yes, yeah.
And you see what's sitting on top here?
The pillow top, yeah, it's beautiful.
This is our premium mattress.
Yes.
Which we are offering tonight at the same price as the regular
Standard
everyday mattress.
So without the pillow top.
This without the pillow top.
Yeah, great. What's that? 14 inches and then plus the pillow top.
The one we're offering tonight, we're giving you, because this is our first show.
Yeah.
And we're giving you the pillow top at a price which is unbelievable. And I've kept the best news till last.
Yeah.
About 9 to 10 years ago, my wife, we wanted a new mattress. So my wife insisted I went with her.
Sorry, Ray, can I ask you to take that off the bed because it's right in front of you?
So we went to the mattress shop to buy a mattress, and we bought a memory foam mattress. Cost us £1,190. We kept it for 3 or 4 months, and we had to get rid of it because we were overheating on it. Now, when I went to the mattress shop, I lay on top of the bed. She made me lie on top of the bed. She said, test this, make sure you like it. And I thought it was all right. After 3 or 4 months, it wasn't all right. It lost shape and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So what happened then was this. We got a pocket sprung mattress, made an awful difference. Now, the point I'm making, when I bought the mattress in the beginning, the memory foam mattress, I thought it was okay. But I'd only slept on it for 3, 4, 5 minutes. Laid on it.
Yeah.
We are offering this mattress tonight with a 60-day trial period.
Phenomenal.
You can pay a small part of the payment tonight. You can get it delivered
if
to your home.
PayPal Pay in 3, we're
You get it delivered. You can sleep on it for 60 days. After 60 days, you can make your mind up. Do I keep it or do I not keep it? And then, if you don't like it, just lift the phone. Phone is up. We will come and collect it and refund every single penny you have paid for it. So you are in a very unique position. You're being offered a chance for 60 days to try an incredibly high quality mattress from a company with a reputation.
I was going to say this is like all the Mulberry Silk products. It is a premium product. Very quickly, we've got a few questions. We're going to go back to the duvets in a sec. How does it come packaged? Is it vacuum packed?
It comes in a long brown box. It's all rolled up.
It's rolled up.
Just
okay.
open the box, take it out, leave it in the bed for a couple of hours, and sleep on it instantly.
Do the customers need to keep the packaging, or can they throw it away? Okay.
No.
So it's delivered to their front door?
They
or
can get rid of it. It's delivered and it's taken to the front door.
Yep.
If they want, when it's time to return it, we will send them a bag, pop it in the bag, we pick it up and take it away.
Superb. So yeah, again, you've got 2 months to sleep on it before you make up your mind. Right, very quickly, actually, let me give you a summary of what the mattress is, the sizes we have and the prices. Let's do that first, and also the features as well. So the single is $4.99 normally. Our price $3.50. Now again, $4.99. The regular price, that's for the premium pillow top version. The standard non-pillow top version is $3.50. So we're giving you the deluxe top of the range version for the price of the
Premium Plus.
Premium Plus. Excuse me.
Just look at it, beautiful.
Oh, hang on. Is that the right? Sorry, that's the wrong slide. Apologies. That's not the right slide. We're going to go to the right slide now. There it is. Okay, everything I said was right, but just not the thing that was on the screen. Yeah, so the usual price is $5.49. Our price is $3.60 for the single, $9.95 delivery all the way through, $7.49 for the double. Look at the saving on the double, $4.50. Even better with the king at $7.99, you're getting it for $500, or $900 or $8.99 for the Super King, and $5.50 is our price. Again, we are charging the price of a standard non-pillow top version, the basic version, if you want to call the entry version, the everyday version. But you are getting for that price, the equivalent price, the Premium Plus top of the range version.
Rob, just on that pillow top alone, just imagine the quantity of silk that's in there.
Yeah.
When you take it.
So all the silk's in the pillow top, is it?
Yeah, no, there's silk under here.
Yeah.
But there's extra silk in the pillow top here.
Of course.
This is a bonus. Now, if you went into a shop, say Marks and Spencer's, to buy a silk blouse for a lady, it would weigh about 3 or 4 ounces. You'd pay £50–60 for it.
Yeah.
Think of the quantity of silk
that's in. I know.
And it's going to keep you from overheating. And if you don't like it, you can have every penny back. One telephone call.
Amazing. And all of those, all that telephone information, the contact information will be
pocket sprung.
Included in your packaging. Right, okay, quick update. So, the pillow, we're almost limited stock. If you want, and we've got to get you to check out on your baskets. If you don't, we've got about over 120 people who haven't checked out yet. You're going to miss it. What pillow do you know comes with a money-back guarantee? Well, you'll get that from the Mulberry Silk Company. Their information is right here on the tag on the pillow. If you sleep on this pillow and it does not thrill you in every single way that we have described, if you don't find that you sleep better, if you find that it doesn't keep its shape, if you find that you can't wash it adequately, and these are all things I know for a fact you can, if you find that it doesn't keep your head cool because of the natural temperature regulation you get with silk, if you find that it doesn't prevent you from getting a sweaty head or a wet, wet, clammy pillow because silk wicks away moisture. If all of those benefits that we've talked about with this pillow, if we're talking absolute rubbish, then you just call the number that's on the tag, literally on the pillow itself, and you will speak to a live person, and they will look up your order and they will refund your money. Simple as that, no questions asked. So essentially, you're getting a sleep trial on a pillow. And until you know, the thing is, it took me, 1-2 nights, and I'm like, I didn't just like this thing, I loved it. I fell in love with my pillow, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only thing I sleep with now, or at least the only thing that will sleep with me. But no, it's that good, and it's 40 quid. But you'll have this potentially for years. It has a standard, it has a 2-year guarantee with it. Most pillows you're supposed to replace every, 2 to 3 months. It will not, or it will repel dust mites because they don't like to live here. You can put it in a standard size washing machine. You can wash it as much as you like. It will always keep its shape. It will always keep its freshness once you've given it a wash. It's potentially the last pillow or pillows you ever need to buy. Get one for you, get one for your partner if you've got a partner, get them for your kids, get them for your parents. Everyone I know who's used this pillow has said it's the best pillow they've ever bought, myself included. And I know I'm on a TV show here where we have other pillows, and they're good pillows. They are very good pillows, but they're not a Mulberry Silk pillow. There's, you know, look, it's like saying the Nissan Qashqai, just to pluck a car from the top of my head. All cars in that category. It's a very, very, very good car. But it's not a Lamborghini or a Rolls-Royce or a Bentley or, you know, you name your whatever the premium car is that would appeal to you. That's the difference here. You are getting the Rolls-Royce of pillows, in my opinion. The king of silk in this pillow.
We mentioned this earlier in the program. The viewers who have just joined might have missed what we said. Within the silk industry, the professionals, the people who make silk, they call mulberry silk the king of silks.
Yes.
That's the word they use to describe it.
We're going to go back to the duvet. Basically,
Okay.
the pillow is going to sell out. If you don't buy it now, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You
But
must
remember,
have sold
a lot. I know hundreds and hundreds of them. And the fact is that once it sells out, it could be a while before we get it back in. I don't know how many you've got in stock in your warehouse, but remember, they stop making mulberry silk when it's not available. Plus, there are all the Suez Canal
That's
issues
the fact
at the moment.
we have 35 countries asking us for them.
Right.
Without sounding flash, Harry, we can sell more than we can make.
Yes, yes.
We really can, Rob.
And the same with the duvets. Yeah, absolutely. The same with the duvets as well. So one of the things that we haven't covered, what I'd like to sort of go back to the beginning of the story, but you'll notice, I can't reach it because of where it's positioned, but every single mulberry silk duvet comes with a little vanity zip. It's there purely for one reason and one reason only, so that you can look inside and see the individual strands. How is this duvet made, Ray? Explain that stuff.
Well,
it's extraordinary.
from the beginning, I'll just run through it very quickly. The silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, place the tray into a darkened room, feed the worm exclusively in mulberry leaves. We keep it in the room for 35, 36 days. It will eat 10,000 times its own body weight in mulberry leaves. And his body weight will increase tenfold. After 35, 36 days, it spits the cocoon off. We place the cocoon in tepid water. All the silk floats off in one piece. Now just look at this silk and you'll notice how it's stitched all the way through.
And that's through the whole duvet?
All the way through. Now,
so each individual cocoon is about a mile, anything from a mile to a mile and a half.
The reason why we can stitch it, each strand of this beautiful silk, just look at it.
It is gorgeous.
I mean, I've been selling it for 36 years, and every time, it's just beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
Every strand is over a mile long. So they stitch it all the way around the perimeter. It takes 2 skilled operators a day to a day and a half to make one duvet.
Yeah.
Once they have anchored it around the edge, they pull it towards themselves and put these box cassettes in.
But also, how many individual strands is it? It's got to be hundreds of the things. I mean, I couldn't count the strands in that bit. I mean, it's more silk than I've ever seen in anything, and it's the only duvet I know of that.
In the average duvet, there's over 100 miles of silk.
Good gosh!
Each strand of silk has between 10 to 15 fibers wrapped up in one strand.
And there ain't nothing else in this duvet except 100% pure top-grade mulberry silk.
There's only 2 parts.
Yep.
Top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything above 180 is considered to be luxury, so there's no problem there. The filling within the top cover is AAA grade mulberry, the best you can get. And you can only buy this duvet from 2 people, from ourselves at an exhibition, or from ShopOnTV, the Serenity brand,
the Serenity
made by
brand,
Mulberry.
Yes. So, by the way, if you've bought a mulberry silk duvet from the Mulberry Silk Company in this country, it's the same duvet. It's just in fact, actually, can I ask David? Would you mind helping me out with this box? The single is now limited. The single is about to sell out. What are the stocks like on the other ones, please, Leslie? So we've got decent stocks of the double and the king. The Super King is very low in stock as well. So single is about to sell out. Super King not far behind. And again, if you've got a king-size bed, if you upgrade to the Super King for a few extra quid, you get this lovely sort of hotel drape, right? So this is the box that's exclusive for the Serenity. So you get this lovely little seal inside. You get some nice packaging
nice gift.
too. It's a really nice gift. But I want to show you, what size is this one? Do we know?
That looks like a king.
That's a king. This is a king. That's the whole duvet. See that? Now again, people think it's too thin to keep them hot, or sorry, to keep them warm in the winter, and we'll get back into that in a moment. But you could put all of that, and I have numerous times in if I go and stay somewhere at Christmas, or I go to if I'm going in a hotel for a while, or you know, I just take my duvet with me, and I've got a Super King. Actually, I have a double travel size, so I've got more room in the case. But you could take, and the Super King isn't much bigger than that. So how is that possibly going to keep us warm, Ray?
Because silk is a low conductor of heat. It retains heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather, or polyester.
Yes.
And one thing I should mention, this might interest the viewer. There might be people watching this evening and saying to themselves, well, you know, I'm a little bit puzzled here. Ray is telling me this is the best duvet in the world. Mm-hmm. Rob is saying it's the best duvet in the world.
It is, in my opinion. It is.
Why is the price so low?
Producer does too.
Why is the price so low? Well, here's the reason why. Normally, when you manufacture a product such as this, when you're ready to sell it to the public, Rob, you pass it to a distributor, who then passes it to a wholesaler, who then passes it to the shopkeeper.
Yes.
Now, each one of these people, quite rightly, adds a margin of profit onto themselves.
Well, often they double it. It doubles in price at every stage. Yeah.
And they're entitled to make a profit.
Of course.
Now, we in any country, we only supply one company. A company now for this country is ShopOnTV. You can only buy this duvet from ShopOnTV.
Yeah.
They have ordered very large quantities. The buyers are professionals. They're good at their job. They've bought the product at an advantageous price. And then they've done something wonderful. They've passed the saving on to the customer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're really getting something special here. To give you an example, now this is going to shock you what I'm going to tell you. It will absolutely shock you.
Okay,
and
I'm ready.
It's 100% honest. My son, I have 4 sons, one of them, Martin, drove me down from Glasgow this morning to this studio. A few months ago, he went into a large shopping centre in Glasgow where I live. There's a very famous company there who are renowned for quality. I cannot fault them in any way for quality.
Sure, our STV viewers will know it well.
and they sell silk duvets, right?
Yeah.
Martin went in to buy a dressing gown for his mother, right? Christmas time. And he spotted the silk duvets. A king-size duvet from this company, high quality.
Yeah, yeah.
Silk, how much do you think they were charging for it?
300?
300. Try again.
Higher?
Yes.
400?
Try again.
No way. 500.
And £12.
500. Well,
Oh, hold on, Rob, you haven't had the good bit.
okay.
Here's the good bit.
Yeah.
Here's what I was warning people about. When Martin read the label, you hear me, I'm stressing all the time when I'm doing a presentation, read the label.
Yeah.
When Martin read the label, this highly reputable company charging £512 for a duvet that you're charging less than 200, there was only 12% silk in it. They'd added polyester, polished it, so it looked like silk.
And I bet you it wasn't full strand silk either. Ray, let me ask you this, because I know the answer, so
This
I'm
is the
doing
real
this on
McCoy.
behalf. I'm doing it on behalf of the customer. Okay, we know for a fact that inside this, the Egyptian cotton outer layer, it is 100% pure AAA grade, best quality that you can buy, mulberry silk in their full uncut strands as the cocoon was. How many duvets would you estimate are out there that have that? Are there any others?
Yes, there are, to be honest with you. There's 2 companies in Britain I can name. reputable companies.
Yep.
But they retail in a different fashion to us.
I see.
Right? You are buying from the official Mulberry company here. We trade in 35 countries throughout the world. We farm our own silk.
Yeah.
So we're not buying it secondhand, right? And we give you a wonderful service. I'm blowing our own trumpet here.
Yes, yes.
But we give you a wonderful service. And please remember this. When you buy one of these, it's going to last you a long, long time. Simple as that.
I know you didn't want to say it, to save you the embarrassment. Those other companies that might do the same thing, prices are a bit higher, aren't they?
Yes.
Just a touch. I mean, it's like, you know, it's the sort of thing that the royals, the kind of prices the royals might pay for their bedding. This is fit for a king and a queen.
I have sold these to some very senior members of the royal family.
Yes.
At the royal show, which used to be at Stoneleigh Abbey.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah.
And I'm not going to say who it was because that would be name dropping.
Of course.
But very often, well, they don't buy on the spot. They send one, they go away, and then they send somebody back to buy it.
This is the thing. Look, I started this show by saying that this is probably the last duvet you'll ever need to buy because it comes. What duvet do you know comes with a 10-year guarantee? It's hard to find a mattress that's got a 10-year guarantee, let alone a duvet. This one does. However, you've got a 60-year-old company, a heritage British company, well, technically Canadian company that makes the duvets, but you know what I mean. That will back, based in the UK though, the distributor RK Cells, Ray's company here in the UK, that will take care of you no matter what, no matter how, you know, you're a customer for life once you buy mulberry silk. They've already said that when you get this duvet at home, use it, sleep under it, try it, test it, be sure you want it. Be sure that everything we're saying is true. Do the mulberry silk trial. Here's the mulberry silk trial that I did myself. I got the mulberry silk duvet. If I had a smaller one, I'd demonstrate live. I wrapped it around myself so I'm all snug. Now, Ray said to me that you're going to get to the right temperature and then the temperature will regulate. You won't overheat. So I'm getting warmer. I'm getting warmer. And I did, as I say, I did this because when at the last channel we worked together for, it was during lockdown and all the hotels are closed. And this was up in Peterborough.
Correct.
So I was literally in a porta cabin, sleeping in a porta cabin with no heat.
In February it was.
In February. So I had a single at that time that you very kindly provided, single mulberry silk duvet. I wrapped myself up in it. And the single's limited, by the way. And I'm like, it didn't take me long to get warm. And I'm like, oh, I'm at my right temperature. Okay, it's going to get too hot. It's going to get too hot. And it just didn't. And the same in the summer. It's the only duvet I know that even when it's hot in the room, I can put the duvet over me for comfort. And also, Ray, we didn't even talk about this. If you've got a partner you're sleeping in the bed with and they love it really warm and you love the heat, you know, you like it really cool, it's the right temperature for everyone.
Nobody knows why, Mother Nature.
No.
The other thing I should mention, we haven't mentioned, two things I'd like to mention very quickly. Last week we exhibited at the NEC in Birmingham at the National Caravan Show.
Yes.
Right? Now we exhibit at every caravan show in the United Kingdom. We have done for 65 years. And for 36 of those years, we have sold silk duvets.
Yeah.
Right? Now, sometimes, in the summertime, most of these caravan shows outdoors are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, you might wonder where I'm going. There might be viewers watching right now thinking to themselves, I wonder if I want one of these, a little bit undecided.
Yeah.
This might help them make their mind up. These shows, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, very often, somebody might come up and say on a Friday afternoon, Friday evening, husband and wife, they're not certain if they want one of our duvets. And this is what I say. I say, take it. Pay for it, obviously. Take it to your motorhome, which is on the showground. Sleep under it tonight. If you're not totally satisfied, simply bring it back in the morning and I'll refund your money, no question. Most people, given that option, buy one. Now, here's the interesting thing, Rob. The following morning, roughly, it doesn't matter where I am, anywhere in the country, roughly 30 to 35% of all the people who have slept under it for one night, they come back the following morning to buy a second one for their house.
Yeah, yeah.
Now ask yourself this question. How wonderful a product is this that can convert a customer who has slept under, say, duck, goose, feather for maybe 30, 20, 30, 40 years. They sleep under this for one night. Immediately, the old duvet is put in the loft, in the attic, or in the guest bedroom, and they buy a second one for the house. Remember, when you buy one of these, it's an investment. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 29 years old. Silk is the second strongest natural fiber in the world, Rob.
Yeah.
You buy this, it's going to last and last. We estimate it will probably last you the best part of your adult life. Simple as that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. So it means you just don't need to buy another mattress. Sorry, another duvet rather. And the thing is, the number of mattresses. I keep saying mattresses because we're coming to that next. Sorry, they're talking about mattresses and I'm talking about duvets. That's why I'm tired. Sorry, the equivalent duvets that you would buy in duck or down, and we know that some of those down duvets can get really, really spendy.
Well,
you'll probably have to replace
about a
them
year
numerous
ago,
times.
I went in. I'm hopeless on a computer.
Okay.
Hopeless. I'm a dinosaur. But I went in. I fiddled around. And anyway, I got into the website of a very famous store in Oxford Street.
Yeah.
Right, for a Hungarian goose duvet. Now, a Hungarian goose duvet is a very good duvet.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it.
No.
It's not as good as this, but it's a very good duvet. Hungarian goose, you cannot wash it in the machine. It will make you hot. It'll make you sweat.
Dust mites will
full
love
of
it.
dust mites.
Yeah.
And it won't last as long as silk.
Right.
Now, for a double bed, how much do you think they charge?
Oh God.
This famous store,
I mean, it's hundreds, I would think.
JL is the initials.
Oh yeah.
How much do you think they charge?
500-600, something.
No, a bit less.
Bit less.
310.
For a double.
Yeah.
I believe it.
You're selling a double silk here for,
Yeah.
I don't know, what are you charging
It's
for?
kind of 200, I think it is 199. I want to say. If, yeah, I think the price is
Wonderful, you know.
But also, 179. Sorry, for a double. Now
That's even more wonderful.
If Leslie's got a calculator, so this is guaranteed for 10 years, right? Now, as we know, as we've established, there are people who've had their mulberry silk duvets for 20, 25, 30 years, and you've had yours for 29. But let's just go with let's call it, all right, 10 years. And then obviously after 10 years, it just disintegrates and turns into dust. No, it's not going to happen, obviously. But if it were just 10 years, that's £17.90 a year, right? Mm-hmm. So if you could do 17, say 18 pounds, Leslie.
About 70 pence a week.
Yeah, 70 pence.
10 pence a day.
10 pence a day for a luxury duvet that they feel amazing. They look extraordinary on the bed. They regulate your temperature. They self-regulate temperature, so you never get too hot or too cold. Even without... Do you know the other thing I did, Ray? I don't know if you know this. You know the single duvet I had in the porter cabin during lockdown? So I took that home, and do you know what we use it for? And again, my son David will attest to this. If we're sitting in front of the telly, and I don't want to turn the heating on, which is very expensive these days, we get the single mulberry silk duvet, sits on our ottoman, and that's the one, isn't it, that we keep ourselves warm with in front of the telly.
Why not?
Why not? It saves on central heating.
Listen, a pound saved is a pound earned.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple as that.
I'm going to make the boldest statement that I've ever made on television, and you know, Ray, I've made this before. I'm going to say it again. This is my opinion, this is my experience, this is my testimonial. It's the best duvet money can buy. It is the only duvet you will probably ever need to buy again for you, and if you wish to, for the rest of your family, and certainly recommend it to your loved ones, and maybe for your extended family if they are people that you also whose comfort you favour. That's my opinion. The fact is that it doesn't matter what my opinion is, and it doesn't matter that I'm going to say to you that if you can afford it by hook or by crook, you must buy this now. I can't force you to, and you have no obligation to. I'm just some bloke sitting on telly who's getting ridiculously giddy about a duvet. It's that good. And that money is money well spent. It's money you're going to spend anyway on other duvets that you'll buy over the course of a lifetime and chuck away. Also, duvets you're going to sleep under that are filling up gradually every night with sweat, bacteria and dust mites. And also are going to keep you hot or too hot at any time of the year for that matter, but also are going to interrupt your sleep because you're forever taking them off and putting them back on again for that very reason, the heat. They're also, if it's cold in your room, not only do you get too hot and then you sweat into the duvet, and then the duvet feels clammy, doesn't it, in the morning? Have you ever had that? Clammy duvet in the morning? Gone, thing of the past. Fits a standard duvet cover. If you want to upsize, so if you've got a single bed, go for a double, you get the extra drape. Double, go for a king. King, go for a super king. King size bed, go for a super king. And I promise you that you will be thanking me tomorrow, because I know for a fact when I've made these pleas in the past, and we've had record-breaking shows where we've sold literally thousands and thousands and thousands.
And you're doing that tonight as well.
And tonight as well. It's a record-breaking show tonight, and they don't get returned. Like you say, one night is all you need. And look, ShopOnTV do offer a refund policy.
So do we.
There are terms and conditions, Ray. I'll be honest, I'm not very happy with them. But Ray's company, the company that you are getting this duvet from, has said and stated that you can sleep on it, you can take it out of the box, you can sleep under it for a few nights if you want. And if you're not happy,
it's quite simple.
You state it. You say
plain, simple language that we can all understand. If you make the decision to buy one of anything we're offering tonight, if you take it home and you're not delighted with it, you phone us up. It's a family-run business, and we will willingly refund your money. Believe you me, our job is to make this as easy and as pleasurable for the customer, a beautiful experience, something they can sleep under and enjoy. And you know, you spend the average man lives till he's, so they tell me, till he's 78. So you spend 26 years of your life in bed, trying to sleep, trying to get a decent night's sleep.
And what you need for the perfect night's sleep is the right mattress, the right duvet, and the right pillow.
And we've got
all three here. By the way, we had an email from Ian, and Ian has just said he's never recommended anything off TV before, but he has to comment on this. He's had one for 2 years, a duvet, and he can only confirm everything that I've said. It's genuinely warm in winter and genuinely cool in the summer, and very, very comfortable, highly recommended. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. Do you know what? If it weren't for the fact that there might be a few cheeky monkeys out there who would take advantage of this, I would actually say for every person that's not satisfied with these duvets or pillows, I would personally give you your money back out of my own pocket. That's how I can't make that claim, because as I say, people might want to come after my money. Not that I've got any, but you know what? But to make a point, I honestly, truly, if all else failed, I would do that, because the thing is, you either get the money in the shorthand, or you get a really good night's sleep and the best duvet you've ever slept on, in my opinion, for the rest of your life.
You know, Rob, you simply cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
Thank you.
It's as simple as that. And a good night's sleep, you're waking up, I'm only stating the obvious.
Oh, the Super King's just gone limited.
As it does. You must have sold an awful lot.
We have.
Thank you.
You've got to check out on the single and the Super King right now.
This is the first time I've been on ShopOnTV, and I'm very hopeful we'll be coming here for years to come. And thank you for the viewers for supporting us tonight.
Well, you know this, Ray. I don't mind saying to everyone watching at home that when we knew we were setting up ShopOnTV, when ITV confirmed when our partnership and our contract was in the works, the first call I made, because I do a lot behind the scenes as well as being on the screen as well, and the first call I made was to you.
Thank you.
It was, because if we had no other products on this channel, if we only had these to sell every single night, I could sleep well.
And it's the old story, Rob. Nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality. Quality wins every single time. In the long run, quality wins every time.
Yes.
Take your time, manufacture it to the best of your ability, give the customer a good after-sales service, treat the customer with respect, and you're going to be here for years to come. Simple.
I mean, to me, those are the watchwords of any successful business, and that's how we work here. Again, it's apart from maybe 2 other companies who will charge you probably 2-3 times as much for the products. This is the only duvet we know of that within the Egyptian cotton outer cover is 100% mulberry silk, but not any mulberry silk, AAA grade, the very best that money can buy. It's all in, there's nothing else in there except miles, roughly 10 miles of pure AAA grade mulberry silk. It's also, as far as we know, it's the only duvet, I haven't found one yet, that has the Allergy UK seal of approval.
I'm quite sure the reason why other companies don't have this, it's very difficult to get.
Yeah, well, they probably haven't got enough silk in them because they say they're a mulberry silk duvet. They've only got 12% in them.
Rob, they don't hand these out in any old fashion.
And you have to renew it every year.
The Allergy Board in the United Kingdom are based in Warwick University.
Yeah.
Now, they issue it for 1 year at a time. They do that because they're very clever people.
Yes.
Very often you go into a place of business, there are certificates in the wall like this.
It's true.
They've been there for 30 or 40 years.
Yeah.
And very often, not always, but very often, the companies, once they have these certificates, they let the manufacturing standards drop.
Yeah.
Now, the Allergy Board, they're cunning, they're clever.
Yeah.
They don't tell you when they're coming. They walk in off the street and they check our premises all the time to make sure that we're hygienic, we're clean, and we're using the proper grade of silk.
Yes.
Now, you'll notice what they say here. Dust mites do not like silk.
Yeah.
Now, we have this certificate, not only for the United Kingdom, we have it for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, North and South, all of the EU countries, 27 of them, New Zealand and Australia. And the reason I bring this to the customer's attention, what satisfies the authorities in Canada very often won't satisfy the authorities in New Zealand or Ireland. But in this case, the quality of the product is so high.
Yeah.
The manufacturing process is so perfect.
Yes.
They can find no fault.
But also, it's interesting because I didn't realise, I mean, I knew that there would be lesser quality silk duvets that say mulberry silk, but then it's a bit like with beauty. Sometimes you buy a face cream and it says it's got some magic ingredient in it, and when then you find it's only got like 0.03%.
Well, I just mentioned one of the most highly respected companies in Britain.
Yeah.
Where I live in Glasgow, I'm not going to name them because that would be cruel, that would be bad.
Yeah.
£512 for a king-size duvet, 12% silk in it, but they've got the label on silk.
But that's probably why they can't get the Allergy UK certificate, because if it's not silk,
you're right.
it's going to attract dust mites too.
You're not just a pretty face, Rob.
Oh, you know, don't even, not even a pretty face. But no, it's got to have pure silk, otherwise.
Oh, look at this. This is pure. Just it's like, can the camera grab that? Just look at this silk. This is the creme de la creme.
We just did a very artsy shot. Our director just did a very artsy-fartsy shot of the silk. It was lovely.
Was that? I didn't see.
It was like sleeping on a cloud. Now, just very quickly, Ray, we've had some questions about the colours of the pillowcases. Yeah. I think we'll show them live because our picture doesn't do them justice. And then I think we're going to do a full...
This is Arctic Ice.
Okay. So Arctic Ice is like a slightly off-white.
This is desert sand.
Okay. Do you want to show them? Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll take these two.
Yeah.
So there we go. So this is the sage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the blue one.
Yeah, just one. So we're going to show them one at a time, I think. Is that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So the sage, it's a lovely sort of medium green, olivey green.
That's the one my wife likes.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very restful, very beautiful.
And these are so soft, they're just gorgeous. So there's that one. Then we've also got actually I've got the pillowcase here.
That's the Arctic Ice.
So this is the Arctic Ice.
That's the pillow there with it on.
Yep.
This is the regular white.
There we are.
Right, that's the biggest seller.
Nothing in my pillowcase, as you can see. Sorry.
And this is the desert sand.
So desert sand is like gold. It's gold.
Now, I must mention, as I mentioned earlier in the program, I have 10 grandchildren. 4 of them are girls, aging from 14 up to 18. This is the one all the girls like, this one.
Yes.
The bedroom. Looks really
It's very you know, £500 a night hotel room type bedding.
Beautiful.
Isn't it? You know
Just
what I mean?
look how
So's
smooth
the
it is.
duvet, yeah.
Yeah.
These have flown tonight. You've got to check out, ladies and gentlemen. Look,
And you know,
if you've put it in your basket and you haven't paid for it, you are wasting your time. No, I understand. Maybe you're going to come back tomorrow. I get that. If the stock's still available, the pillow may very well have sold out. I honestly don't know if the pillow will be around tomorrow. We've got 300 people with items in their baskets who haven't paid yet. Now, maybe you're waiting till the end of the show. Maybe you're thinking about adding a mattress. Remember, you can spend up to £2,000 in one single approval from PayPal. So we'll get to the mattress next. But please, by the end of the show, and it's not because I just want to take your money, because as we've said, if you're not happy, we'll give you your money back anyway. So there'd be no point me sitting here trying to, I don't know, panic you into buying, because otherwise you just send all the product back and it would be a complete waste of everybody's time. But do make, just purely for the fact that the stocks are getting low on the pillows and on the single duvet and on the Super King duvet and also the pillowcases, just make sure you do it by the end of the show, okay? Just for your own peace of mind. And again, you have a money back guarantee. £40 for the pillow. This is, if everybody checked out right now, this would almost be sold out.
It's normally £60 a pillow.
I know, and it's worth it.
Every penny.
Oh, it is limited stock.
Oh dear.
It is limited.
You realise how many you've sold?
I know, it's probably.
Shock you.
I don't know how many. It's probably about 500 people. More. Yeah. So and you've all made the right decision. It's the best pillow you can possibly buy, I believe. But if you don't agree with me it'll go out first thing Monday morning. You'll have it probably by the middle of the week. If you don't agree with this is the best pillow you've ever slept on, you get your money back. You just call the number on the tag, simple as that. Don't even have to bypass Shop on TV.
Remember, Rob, the viewers who may just have tuned in, when we sold these pillows in the beginning, in the first 13 months that we sold 86,000 of them here in the United Kingdom. We sold them with a money-back guarantee. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. Don't like it, instant refund.
Yeah.
And we got 19 returned.
Not percent.
No,
19 individual pillows.
19 individual pillows out of 86,000. But here's the interesting thing,
I'd love to know what the percentage is on that.
Here's the interesting thing.
Yeah.
The Bedding Association, the professionals within the industry, they reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not. But if they were, the percentage it would be returned would be 60 to 65%.
Yeah.
You go into a shop and try and return a pillow. This is what they say. Under the Health and Hygiene Act, you've slept on it, we cannot take it back.
Right.
Because that pillow, when it comes back, has to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Now, it's in our interest to make sure that they don't come back.
Well, you'd be out of business, wouldn't you?
And the only way we can make sure of that is to make a high quality product.
Yeah.
When you buy these pillows, 2 for £10, well, without sounding cruel, you're getting what they're just hopeless.
But then you throw them away, and then a couple of months later, you go and buy another 2 for £10. Then you throw them away, and you keep doing it, and you spend.
And remember, there's no dust mites in these, and your head doesn't get hot.
Right.
And you can wash them as often as you want.
Yeah.
The ones we have in my bed at
her?
home have been washed 25, 30 times. They're just beautiful. This is the one I travel with.
Apparently no, is the answer.
This is the one I sleep on at home.
Yeah, that's your actual, that's the Ray Kennedy
pillow. I'll be sleeping on this tonight.
Yeah.
25 to 30 times that's been washed. Beautiful. Top cover, Egyptian cotton, filling, tiny little bit of pad in the middle, mulberry silk all the way around. It tells you on here, look. It tells you on the label, mulberry silk.
Yeah.
Not a problem. On the corner, mulberry silk.
Yeah, mulberry silk.
The best.
It is. Do you know what, Ray? I'd wager, and thank you, by the way, for watching. I know a lot of you have stayed with us for the whole show. We've only got 25 minutes left, so we're going to do the mattress next, just if you've been waiting for that. Thank you for staying out. You will thank me for it. You might not sleep well tonight, but you will next week when you get your stuff. I think that most people, I'm just making this statistic up. I have no basis on fact. It's a hunch. But based on people I've spoken to and the sales of these pillows that we've done over the last few years, I think that most people are always dissatisfied with whatever pillow they buy. And one of the reasons why the mulberry silk pillow is so special and you get such almost infinitesimal returns is because when people get it, for the first time in their lives, they actually have found a pillow that they love to sleep on. And I bet you that's what's going to happen to you, ladies.
That sums it up beautifully.
Guarantee, I think that's what's going to happen.
And the statistics speak for themselves. 19 returned out of 86,000. You know, surely that tells
you do that maths, please. 19 divided by 86,000. Would you do that, please? Yeah, just going to go.
Yeah, go on then. This will be fun.
Let's see. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut across.
No, it's all right.
She said keep talking while she's doing the maths. So it's 19. She's getting the abacus out. No, 19 divided by 86,000. Not 2.2. No, there'll be lots of zeros. Yeah, not 86,000 divided by 19. 19, 19.
David's doing it.
Have you got 19 divided by 19 divided by 86000?
It's a lot.
May I borrow? Thank you very much indeed. So, the percentage of returns on the mulberry silk pillow are 0.000220093.
My goodness.
0.0002, essentially.
That's incredible, isn't it?
I don't think a product in history has had such a low return rate.
It comes back to what we've been stressing all the way through the show. Nothing beats quality.
Exactly.
Simple. When you buy quality, in the long run, you've bought wisely.
Yeah.
If you buy, cheap is the wrong word. If you buy a product at a lesser price, very often you get what you pay for.
Well, it's you buy cheap, you pay twice.
Yeah.
You have to buy it again.
I was trying to be less brutal.
I know. Well, to heck with that. No. Let's stay how it is. Now, look, please check out your duvets. Please check out your pillows. You're about to miss the single and the Super King on the duvets. We're still safe on the double and the king, but we do stock up that a lot, although a big chunk of the stock has gone. And the pillows, how many are left in the pillow if everyone checks out now? 10. There are 10 pillows. If everyone checks out right now, there are 10 pillows left in total. 10, 10.
Don't miss them, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss them.
Yeah, so, but well, you know what that means? That actually we still got show left. We probably will get to the point where those 10 will be incorporated in allocations as well. So if you go to check out any later than the end of the show, and you can order any time, day or night. So you're good right after, even if we're not broadcasting live, you can still continue to order, and I recommend you do. Before you go to bed, why don't you do yourself, get them, look, your money's safe. It's just like saying, you know what, I'll put 40 quid there, I'll put it in a cookie jar for a week, and then I'll sleep on the pillow, and if I like it, then I'll leave it in the cookie jar, and if I don't, I'll take it back out the cookie jar, because you'll get your money back if you're not happy. You've got a sleep trial on your pillow, you've got a sleep trial on your duvet, you've got a sleep trial on your mattress, you've even got a sleep trial on your pillow cover, for crying out loud. Because this company here, the Mulberry Silk Company, will not allow a customer to be unhappy.
Rob,
and that's fact.
Can I just say this to the viewers? Please put your mind at ease. ShopOnTV is a relatively new company. We know the people behind it, the reputable people. We've done our research. We've been in business for 65 years, not 65 minutes, 65 months. Apart from anything guarantee ShopOnTV are going to give you, I'm giving you a guarantee right now. Anything you buy from us, if you're in any way unhappy, we will refund your money. I won't be here in the next 65 years. I have four sons who now run the business.
Yes.
When I'm gone, they will continue. You're buying from a company, ShopOnTV, we know are going to be here for a long time. Simple as that.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. And yes, and by the way, I just want to say, this will be meaningful to some people, we are in no way associated with any failed shopping channels or bankrupt channels. Or in fact, the only association is our CEO and COO did run a shopping channel that was about to go bankrupt for 3 years, and they turned it profitable before they left. Yeah. So that the only thing you can associate us with is success.
You're doing something which is quite nice. You're being kind.
Yes.
And I'm being kind too. We're not.
But we're doing it the way we never.
We're not actually mentioning the name of the company.
Precisely. But we would.
Nobody knows why that company went out of business.
Right.
Because Well, nobody knows.
Well, we're going to run out of
Anyway,
time, so we're
let's
going to go
stop
with
talking
it. But I will say this,
Let's
though,
talk about this.
that we were unhappy with the way we wanted to treat the customers with honesty and integrity and respect and trust and all that sort of thing. And so a group of us who've been in the, you know, I started out at QVC years ago. I was one of the first QVC presenters, as you may remember. Amazing company, absolutely superb company. I can't say a bad word about them. And they taught me really everything I know, I have to say. But I've been doing this for 25 years now, and there have been other companies I've worked for that weren't as reputable. And the same is true of a lot of the people that I've worked with. And all the good ones, we assembled the team of really the cream, small team, 12 people, maybe 13, of the best people in the business to be here on your behalf to find the best products that we can at the best prices we can and give you the best customer service we can. And that is a partnership. We are working with ITV. We're contracted with ITV.
And I must say, the buyers who are buying the products in,
Yeah.
they're tough negotiators.
They are.
They're working on the viewer's behalf. They're buying goods at a very good price, and they're passing the saving on to the viewer. Don't miss these wonderful products. You're getting a chance here to get high quality at a low price.
Excuse
What are you
me,
doing, Rob? The mattress.
Ready, Dave? Ha! See how lightweight they are? Look at this beauty. Look at these. So we've got single, we've got double, we've got king, and we've got super king. It is a luxury pillow top. This is the Premium Plus. They're top of the range, but you're getting it at the price of the standard mattress that doesn't have the pillow top on it. It's is it 14 inches top to
Yes,
bottom?
we
would you
do
say?
3 different types of mattresses.
Yes.
We do the regular,
Yep.
the premium,
Yep.
and the premium plus.
Got it.
Now, what we're offering tonight at a very special price is the Premium Plus, the best mattress we make. And we're offering this mattress at a price which, well, quite frankly, if you were to buy it,
Oh, it's nice.
normally you'd pay about £700 or £800 more. This is
Yeah.
a high quality mattress.
And it's stuffed with AAA grade.
Well, yes,
silk, isn't it?
this is a cut down version of it as well,
Yeah.
which I can show you much easier. This is the regular mattress, right? And this is extra on the top. The silk pillow top mattress is just beautiful to sleep on. You don't overheat on it. You don't sweat on it.
Can I give
No
everyone the
dust mites in
prices?
it. Sorry.
And I said, can I just give everyone
Yes,
the
go ahead.
prices? And then, because we're running out of time, I'm going to shut up because I have
Okay.
got a bit. I do apologise. I get a bit excited when I work with you. You know, what can I say? Ray just gets me excited, in a good way. So, the one item number 09883. Sorry, let me try that again. 089838, and then you just select single, double, king, or super king. The single is normally $549. Our price $360. The double is normally $749. We've got it for $450. The king is $799. Normally we've got it for $500. And for just an extra £50, we've got the Super King, which is normally $900. Again, you've got a 2-month sleep trial. This will be delivered to your home. It comes vacuum packed in a roll. You unroll it, or you take off the packaging. You sleep on it for up to 2 months. And at the end of that period, if you decide you're either going to keep it, or you call the number that's provided in the packaging, and in fact, it's probably even on the mattress, and they will come and collect it from you. They'll apparently send you some packaging to put it in, and they will come and pick it up and take it away. And all your money will be refunded.
Do you know, Rob, I'm looking at these prices. As you know, we are a Canadian company.
Yes.
And I go over every 6 weeks, 7 weeks to Canada, to Toronto, to the Canadian shopping channel, TSC.
Yes.
We were selling the Super King there in Canadian dollars. I think it was $1,500 2 weeks ago. That works out at well over £1,000.
I believe it. I mean, the thing is, it's hard when you see these prices, because even our usual prices are really, really good, because I know you've done such a superb job of, you know, negotiating with our. You've basically done the customers a real solid. This is the mattress. If you went into the bedding store, you probably wouldn't buy because it would be too expensive. If you're in my budget range,
Yeah.
it's the one you'd wish you had, but wouldn't actually end up buying. But now it's at a price that
no memory
of the
foam in
one you
this
would.
at all.
No. Right, I'm shutting up now. Zip, tell us all about it.
Right.
10
well,
minutes.
we
Why
were
should
asked to
everyone
make
get one?
this by an American television company, and that's the old-fashioned sprung mattress, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, the diameter of the springs is quite large. They're all joined together. You have a binding rail around the edge. So what happens is, somebody myself, I weigh about 20 stone, 19, 20 stone. My wife weighs about 10 and a half, 11 stone. When I turn over in bed, being heavy, because they're all joined together, everything moves with me. So we end up bumping into one another in the night. She's awake when she should be asleep. And so this is the old-fashioned sprung mattress.
Plus, of course, when you sweat into those, they rust,
Yes.
they squeak, they degrade, they break.
Exactly. Now, the reason why we decided to go with springs, memory foam, we're in a very fortunate position because we exhibit at exhibitions. As I say, last week we were at the Caravan Show in Birmingham. Today we're at a Birmingham again, there's a shooting show on. And we're always at a show somewhere, and we speak direct to the public. And we ask them their likes and their dislikes. Now, some people like memory foam, but we found the majority of people, they weren't too keen, made them too hot. They would sweat, and of course, it tended to lose shape quite quickly.
Yeah.
That happened to my wife and myself about 9-10 years ago. We bought a memory foam mattress. I lay at, she took me to the bedding shop. I lay on top of the mattress for 3-4 minutes. Thought it was all right, got it delivered. I think we paid about £1,100 for it. After 3 or 4 months, didn't like it, overheating, big dent in the middle. And of course, if you're getting on in years, and I had a bad back and I wasn't as mobile as I could be, found it difficult to turn over in bed because I was lying in a hollow.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this is a medium firm
sleepy
sport mattress, medium firm.
Yes.
This is the inside of the mattress. It's pocket sprung. Now, as opposed to the old one, look at the difference in the diameter. In a double mattress with the old one, you'd probably have roughly 180 springs, maybe 200. With the pocket springs, you'd have probably 800 to 900. Each one stands individually, and the only spring that moves
Is the
the one where the weight is directly above it. Look.
It's a bit like, you know, those desktop toys where
Yes.
they have the pegs in and you put your handprint
Yeah.
in.
So
a bit
the
like that.
advantage of buying this is, number one, you have a 60-day trial period.
Yes.
Unlike myself, who went and lay in the mattress shop for 3 or 4 minutes, thought the mattress was wonderful.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months down the line, didn't like it at all.
I had the same. I was measured by lasers or sensors. No, in the bed store I went to, and I laid down, and they had this fancy thing and they said, "Oh, we recommend a firm mattress." I'm like, "Really? I'm 20 plus stone as well. And you think I need a firm mattress?" I could have worked that out before I walked in the door.
Well, Rob,
But they said, "It just so happens we have a mattress we can recommend you can buy."
this will make the viewers laugh. My wife is a highly intelligent woman, I can
Yes,
assure
yes.
you. This is what the salesman said to her. We were looking at this mattress, and I was lying on it, and he looked at her. I couldn't stop laughing. He said, "You know," he said, "we sold one of these to Prince Charles last week."
Oh.
He's now the king, of course. And that was 9-10 years ago, and I just burst out laughing. But anyway, she said to me, "Well, if it's good enough for Prince Charles," right? So we ended up with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the advantage of this particular mattress, you don't overheat on it. If you share a bed, 2 people like a different temperature, it's self-regulating.
That's because of all the... Should we look at the layers? It's the silk layer,
the
isn't it?
layers you have a shot
Yeah, we'll
on the
have
screen.
so you've got this wonderful pillow top.
Yeah.
Luxurious white cocoon fiber. What is cocoon fiber?
Cocoon fiber is a mixture with the silk that keeps you cool. It's a cocoon fiber.
I see.
Now, the other thing you must remember is self-regulates, so
Yeah.
you don't sweat on it. There's no
Right.
dust mites in it.
And because there's also a whole layer of mulberry silk, isn't there?
Yes, right on the top. And remember, this is the premium plus.
Yes, yeah.
You're getting the best of the best.
Yep.
60 days to try it.
Yes.
Take it home, try it. If you don't like it, lift the phone, 1 telephone call. We will come and pick it up.
Yep.
And give you all your money back.
Amazing. I mean, it was the natural progression, really, wasn't it, for your company?
Well, if you're sleeping on a mattress
yeah.
that's packed with mulberry silk, and if you're sleeping under a duvet that's packed with mulberry silk,
Yeah.
I can promise you, you're going to have a good night's sleep.
Do you know, I got to say, Ray, we were talking about this earlier. You can also buy, we don't stock them at the moment, but you can also buy a mattress pad, which is essentially a mulberry silk duvet with the wraparound sort of elasticated gusset to go on top of your bed, like a mattress cover. But you know, not many people buy them, and I was like, why? Because then you're sleeping on top of mulberry silk as well as under it.
Well,
but this solves that problem.
Solves the problem.
Solves exactly.
And just look, this is the cut down version. Just look at the lovely, thick, luxurious. That's extra silk. That's extra that you're not paying for.
What about the manufacturing standards for this? What pedigree is
unbelievable. This is, if it was a pedigree, how can I explain it? That's pedigree. That's a good word to describe it. If it was a pedigree, it would be a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I can believe it. So the top-notch manufacturing, quality standards, all of that kind of thing.
Yeah. Can I tell you, the Mulberry Silk Manufacturing Company started off 36 years ago in Vancouver, in Canada. They started off in a small way, right? And simply by manufacturing high quality products, being patient, giving the customer good service after they'd bought the product, they now export to 35 countries throughout the world. Every country we go to, we only have one partner. ShopOnTV are now our partner for this country. And I am convinced in my mind we'll be here for years to come.
I certainly hope
I've been here, I've seen the setup, I know it's wonderful.
Ray, can I just say, I've asked you this before. I said when I lost my job the last time, if I get stuck, can I come and work for your company? Because it's the one and only thing that I will sell for the rest of my life.
Your young boy is behind the scenes, he can come too. He's better looking than you as well.
He is much better.
Takes after his mum.
Yes, he does. Yeah. The thing is, I gave him all of my genes so that I was left without any of the pretty genes. He got them all. They were like transferred into him. Anyway, so what were you saying about the...
We were talking about something I can't remember.
No, I'm going to say this. I'll be honest, that there will be lots of people watching tonight. Maybe it's not the right duvet for them, not in terms of how good the duvet is, but because not everyone can afford a Rolls Royce. I get that. We've given you PayPal, obviously, to make it easier for you, interest-free payments, and also we've given you the premium mattress at the price of the standard mattress. So, but hopefully... Premium Plus. Hopefully they are in everybody's price range. And I understand if they're not. Again, please don't break your bank or bankrupt yourself. If, you know, there are cheaper mattresses, they won't be as good as this. There are cheaper cars, they won't be a Rolls Royce. It's as simple as that. But I tell you what, if you can afford this, just the fact it's got the silk in it, I wouldn't care. It could have blancmange and cream cheese in there. But as long as it had a layer of mulberry silk, I'd buy it, because that mulberry silk, I tell you.
There's a phrase that's known all over the world, whichever country you go to, when you're trying to put somebody's mind at ease, when you're trying to tell them everything is cool, everything is good, everything is perfect. That phrase, everybody understands it, doesn't matter which language it is. When you say to someone, somebody says, how did it go? And you say, smooth as silk. Nothing beats silk.
It's so true.
Absolutely nothing beats silk.
Yeah.
And here you have it at an affordable price. And if you don't like it, you're not married to it.
No.
You don't have to put up with it. Just let me, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. Any lady who's going through the menopause, please buy yourself one of these mattresses. If you have any person who's how long do we have left?
Oh, about 5 minutes.
Do we? Any person, this is something very close to my heart. Any person who's bedbound. My mother-in-law, she was 93 when she died. And so for 2 years before she died, she was totally and completely bedbound. Now, people who are bedbound, obviously they sleep in bed, they eat in bed, they have their hair washed in bed, little accidents happen. This mattress will stop them overheating. The duvet will stop them overheating. You can take the duvet off, wash it quickly in a standard machine. The mattress will keep the body cool. You don't sweat on it. So the mattress and the duvet as a partnership will give you the best night's sleep you have ever had. And if you have anybody at all who's bedbound, please buy them that combination. Mattress and also duvet.
I want to say, you said a phrase there, the best night's sleep you've ever had. Now, obviously, I will say this, we can't guarantee that because we can't qualify.
Correct.
But because of what we know, our experience, I know that Ray believes it every bit as much as I believe it, or I believe it every bit as much as Ray believes it, that is the absolute truth. Whatever for you the best night's sleep is, we are so confident that you will get it from all of these products in combination or even individually. You know, look, if you don't have the pillow and you've got the duvet, it's going to contribute to a much better night's sleep. I'd at least get the duvet and the pillow, because then you know what I mean?
Sold out.
The pillow's is close to selling out, not many, no. In fact, there are now more people trying to buy it than we have available. So if everyone checked out, it would be sold out. And the same with the mattress. So if you've got all three, it's the perfect concerto.
60 days to try it.
Yes.
If you don't like it, sleep on it for 60 days. If you don't like it, one telephone call, we will come and pick it up and refund every penny you pay.
I tell you what, Ray. Do you know the thing that the duvet was a novelty for me, because when I did the test, when I was like, I'm going to get too hot, I'm going to get too hot, and I was like, oh, it actually works. Oh my God, it's incredible. But for me, what was transformative, because I always used to have 2 pillows, and I always used. I mean, I didn't know this. What was bought for me, it was always the man-made fibre pillows, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I was ignorant to anything else even existing. I never ever found the right pillow combination. Plus, I'd sweat into them. They'd flatten down. They'd go lumpy and full of dust mite. Whatsits, and I'd throw them away and start again. The day I slept on the mulberry silk pillow, that very first day, I was so sceptical, because I had never found a good pillow ever. And I was like, I can't say what I actually said, but it had an extra syllable in the middle of hallelujah. And you're going to find, I'm so excited for you, because you're probably thinking, he's talking out. Stand up, Rob, we can't hear you properly. You're talking so much out your backside. Oh, you're going to be, I'm thrilled. It's going to like all your birthdays and Christmases have come at once when you buy this pillow right now.
And there's no dust mites in it.
No dust mites.
Anybody with allergies, it's the pillow for you. Allergy board
seal of approval.
Allergy board
Stick the duvet on. Let's quickly stick the details of the duvet up. We've got 1 minute left. We're coming up to the final furlong, and Ray Kennedy's in the lead. No. Here, simple as this. When it comes to the duvet, when it comes to the pillow, buy it. Single is limited, we're down to single figures. Super King is limited, we're down to single figures. So let me have we got the graphic for all of I don't know if we've got time for it. Well, let's do it, shall we? Very quickly. For the single duvet, 139, normally 169. Double is 179, normally 239. King is normally 259, we're down to 199. 279 normally for the Super King. And we've got it at 219. 7388. 342 is the one item number that you need, and that's all she wrote. Quick, check out. We will go off air, but you can continue to order right after the show's finished. I do it before you go to bed. If you wake up in the morning and try to order, you might be lucky, but you might not. So you take your chances. Ray, thank you so much.
And thank you to all the viewers who have bought our products this evening. I'm quite sure we will be back and enjoy them, because they're high quality products. And thank you again.
I'm afraid to say, Ray, you won't be coming back to Shop on TV, because I've just heard from management we've rebranded to Silk on TV. Good to see you, mate. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow night on Shop on TV. Good night.